Molly. Today we are making scalloped potatoes, and this is a vintage recipe. I've never made this particular recipe before, so we're going to see how it turns out. I will post the recipe for you guys down below in the video's description box so you'll have it, and let's get started. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm going to use my food processor to slice these potatoes. Let's do that. Scrub the hell out of these so they're clean. I just hate peeling potatoes, so I leave the skin on. And apparently it's healthier to eat the skin. I don't know if that's true. These are the last of my potatoes, and I'm proud that I used them before they turned green. All right, let's take you over to the counter. Okay, the recipe says to use a 1.5 quart casserole dish. I don't have a 1.5 quart, I have a 2 quart. So that's what I'm doing. And it doesn't say to grease the inside, but it's probably not a bad idea. So I'm going to grab my potatoes and let me grab the rest of my ingredients. Okay, I'm heating up my milk. I'm not sure how long to heat it for. So we're gonna layer the potatoes, and you don't have to use sliced potatoes. You can use grated potatoes if you wanted to. I quickly ran a chunk of onion through the food processor because we need a tablespoon of minced onion, salt and pepper, 2 to 4 tablespoons of butter, and then 1 1/4 cups milk heated. And again, the recipe will be down below in the video description box for you. And my oven is preheating to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. I use just iodized salt. And I don't know where my pepper is. My totally mangled pepper container. So you just layer the potatoes, and it just says to kind of, it doesn't call for specific amounts of salt and pepper, so just do it to taste or however much you like. I like a lot of seasoning. And the recipe doesn't call for cheese, but if you wanted to add cheese, go for it, because I think that would be lovely. Let me grab the onion. And oddly enough, some of this didn't get chopped. The instructions don't say what to do with the onion, so I'm just going to sprinkle it in along with between the layers, and I think that should be just fine. And it says 3 to 4 cups of potatoes. I may have too many potatoes. Oh, let me grab the butter. I found this hunk. And it just says to dot the butter over it. Hey Dan, could you give me another stick of butter? What are you doing? Oh. I'm really tempted to add cheese, but I'm not going to because I want to follow the recipe. But I'm pining for a little sharp cheddar. Thank you, just set it down. The fire go out? Yeah. Oh, just. Oh, it's going. And you could put whatever spices you want in this. Some smoked paprika would probably be really good. I don't think I'm doing a very good job. Dan and I just got back from looking at new trucks and used trucks, and holy crap, I think we will pass on buying anything. My truck is 20 years old, but it's a Tacoma, so I think it's got another 20 years left in it if we take good care of it. We're gonna inch that baby along because she's paid off. I'm not spending $70,000 on a vehicle. That is insane. Cut off another chunk of, this is like kind of becoming chaotic. Oh well. And it doesn't say how hot to heat your milk, it just says the hot. So my milk is hot. And I'm just throwing some butter. I think this will be good. You can't really go wrong with potatoes and onion and butter and salt and pepper. Look at that. What the heck? And then add hot milk. There's the milk. And then interesting, it says bake uncovered about 1¼ hours, and that this is 4 servings. All right, my oven's still preheating. I will be right back. The oven's not quite up to temperature, but it has 9 degrees to go. So this is going in the oven uncovered for 1 hour and 15 minutes, or until a fork or knife inserted tells me that it's done. And we'll see what it tastes like. All right, I'll see you guys when that's done. I gotta get my meatloaf started. Hey everyone. All right, get out of here. All right, the potatoes, I didn't measure the amount of potatoes I put in here, so I may have put too many, but I just wanted to use them up. So let's, I probably need a bigger serving spoon. Let me struggle in front of everyone. And I'm starving, so let's try these. Okay. Yeah, they're good. They're very good. They're creamy. They cooked in, even though I think I have more potatoes than what the recipe called for, still cooked completely in 1 hour and 15 minutes. I just stuck a knife in it and it went through, so I knew they were done. But they're seasoned well. They're buttery, they're creamy. I think they'd be great with some cheese. But yeah, they're delicious. So, this recipe comes from Betty Crocker's Good and Easy cookbook. This is from 1954. And the recipe is specifically called Irene Scalloped Potatoes. I don't know who Irene is, but her scalloped potatoes are really good. So anyways, I made a turkey meatloaf, and then we have green beans, and this is dinner. So I hope to see you guys in the next video.